Well, hello everybody. This is Phoenix, your Wild Mountain Witch, up here in the Wild Mountains of Colorado. And today, blessed be to begin with, I'm so happy that you decided to join me once again on my growing channel. So today, I would like to talk about witches and how they deal with the aging process. In a few months, I'm going to be 60, and I get a lot of people that say, "Man, you don't look, you don't look almost 60. And what do you do? What do you do? How do you?" And laughingly, I say, "Oh, I have some magic that I know." And it was interesting because one young beginner witch asked me, "Do you know any spells for aging?" And I had to think about it. Spells. Do I know any spells about aging? No, I don't. All I know is how I lived my life. What is aging? First off, we have to realize is we are much more than this avatar. We are much more than this vessel we call. We are energy, we are vibration, we are frequency. And, when we do magic, what are we doing? We're patching into the different frequencies and the different vibrations of nature, to manifest what it is we want, for our lives. And, the secret ingredient to controlling aging is realizing we are not just this vessel. We are not this avatar. This is what we chose to experience this lifetime in, and how we take care of it. It's like how, if you drive a fancy car, how do you take care of your fancy car? Do you keep it clean? Do you keep it washed? Do you keep it serviced? What kind of energy are you, what kind of energy do you radiate when you're driving your car? I had a Jeep, a black Jeep. I called it the Black Pearl. Had it for years and years and years, and I loved my black Jeep. And I really think, it's energy. If you love something and you send out that energy long enough, you're going to make it beautiful, and it's going to have this loving energy, and it's going to take care of you. It's like I deal with horses. I have a horse that came to me, rescued a lot of horses and helped a lot of horses heal. I wouldn't be here today if I didn't have horses. And I soon learned that the energy I put towards the horse is what I got back. So if I constantly looked at this horse and, man, this horse is aging, it's getting old, it's losing weight, it's starting to turn ugly, their coat starts to lose that luster. They start to lose that zest for life. They start to look old. But if I do the opposite, and I have a senior horse, he's 22, and he's had a really hard life, and he came to me to retire. And, I just go out there every day and I just tell him, "You're just gorgeous. You're just handsome boy, strong, handsome boy." And he really is. He really is. He just thinks he's this handsome, strong boy. And so vibration has a lot to do with it. What kind of vibration are you emitting? Are you emitting high vibration? Do you live in joy? Do you live in curiosity and happiness and, constantly wanting to learn something new? What kind of a life do you live? Do you live in a little apartment and you never want to leave it, and you eat the wrong foods and watch the wrong things on TV, have the wrong friends? Your vessel starts to take on the vibration of your environment. So it's environmental, and it's environmental. A lot of it is environmental. And so my husband and I, we had to work long and hard for us to come and live up here in the beautiful mountains of Colorado. We have a beautiful, beautiful property. We live in the trees, and I can't survive without my trees. So my trees have a lot to do with my aging process. I go out every morning and I give gratitude and thanks and appreciation to Gaia, sister, sun, the trees, in all of the natural realms. I've built a 30-foot spiral wheel, and that spiral wheel is cosmic energy, and cosmic energy never dies. And so I built that wheel, and I go in that wheel every day, and I bask in that cosmic energy, and I just radiate. I connect to my heart, and I radiate this joy and appreciation and gratitude for everything. And my body vibrates that. And so it helps with the aging process. And we know now that aging is a program that was pounded into us by the dark controllers. And we don't work, but we make a lot of money for them, don't we? When we start to go, oh, I'm starting to age, I have to start acting my age, and oh, I'm going to get cancer, and I'm going to have this and that, and I got to go to the doctor, I'm on this medication, I'm on that medication, I take this medication, and before you know it, you are supporting the dark agenda and big pharma. It's all about living sustainably, isn't it? We spend so much of our lifetime thinking we have to keep up with the Joneses. We work our asses off for this and that and that and that. And then, we got to have a new house. My husband builds houses. So I've lived in like 10 new houses in the past 20 some years. And I'm sick of it. A house is just a house until you make it a home. And I would just love to be able to put down roots, but we're always striving. We work so hard. We stress to become consumers. And being a constant consumer is what causes you to age. We need to free ourselves from being this constant consumer. We have to free ourselves from having the latest fashions, the latest paint color, and on our houses, the latest automobile. It causes us to age. We're constantly striving for something outside of ourselves. Learning to live from within yourself is one of the keys of longevity and not aging, not looking what you think, and stress. Consumerism is nothing but stress. The neighbor just got that. I have to get it too. Oh my gosh, I have to work. Oh, I have to get another job because the neighbor the neighbor is surpassing me. So consumerism, we have to start living sustainably and more simply. And that's a key. Living through the heart, like I said, is the foundation. Because when you're living through your heart, when you're working through the heart, you learn to appreciate more. You learn to see more joy and feel more joy. When you live joy and compassion and understanding and love, your body is a vibration of that. And so you're sending that out. And when you send that out, you become a match to that. So compassion and appreciation and gratitude and love starts to come to you more and more. And instead of going up the river against the water, suddenly you're going with the flow of the river and things start coming to you easier. And, you know, it's about living simpler. Um, um, Animals, you know, animals are so anti-aging. They help us. Okay, DHEA. Okay, when DHEA is the anti-aging hormone, when you have an animal that truly loves you and an animal that gives you love and compassion because you learn to give that animal love and compassion and care, you are creating DHEA. So you're creating that anti-aging hormone. You know, when you're living as a consumer and you're living, gotta have this, gotta have that, it's a life of stress. And when you're living a life of stress, it causes cortisol. And so cortisol is the aging hormone. We have like 1,600 hormones in our body that rules our physical body. And cortisol and DHEA are the two most important. And so it's learning to live a simpler life. It's learning to see beauty. Go out in your spiral wheel. Go out and meditate. Go out and tell Gaia how beautiful she is every single day. Look for the beauty around you. Make yourself a beauty gratitude jar. And no matter what kind of day you've had, you think of something. Well, I'm just grateful I got up this morning. Write that, and I'm so grateful for that. Write that down, put it in your jar. Look for beauty. I saw a butterfly today. I'm up here in the mountains. I never see butterflies. Oh my God, a butterfly just came and landed. Beauty. Acknowledge it when you see it. Be grateful and thankful for when you see it, because when you do that, it comes to you more because you are becoming a vibration matched to that. What you put in your body, what do you put in what do you feed your vessel? Do you feed it? I'm sorry, veganism is a huge movement now. Do you feed it the energy in the cell memory of something that suffered its whole life, that never saw the light of day, that never felt a kind touch or the vibration of love, and ended its life in a horrific way of dying in fear and asking why and extreme pain and horror, and that you ingest that cell memory and that frequency when you eat that. When another being is killed to feed you against its will, that memory and that frequency is stored in that meat that you consume. And so we talk about eating live foods, high frequency foods. Cut out sugar, guys. Sugar is poison. Sugar was another thing that was given to us by the dark side to control us, to keep us sick, to keep our vibration low so that we cannot rise to the great beings and the power that we have. Sugar robs you. I was an esthetician. I was a Reiki master. I was an esthetician, herbalist. I took the herbal courses. Sugar robs your skin of collagen. Every time you eat sugar, it robs your skin of the collagen. It stops the fibroblasts that keep the skin youthful looking. So does smoking cigarettes. So it's all about what you eat. It's all about what you drink. It's all about looking for high vibration foods. You know, more drink more water, more good water. Eat more vegetables, eat more fruits, crowd out the meat, crowd out the processed foods. There's a lot of vegans out there who are very unhealthy because there's a lot of vegan junk out there. They'll eat anything as long as it didn't have a face. Well, that has nothing to do with anti-aging. You know, I went to a seminar, a brain surgeon seminar, and he talked about dementia and Alzheimer's, the aging diseases. And he said the people that consume meat and dairy products daily, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when they will experience dementia or Alzheimer's. And so he was a huge, you know, huge speaker for going on a more plant-based diet. And for those of you who say, well, you know, the plants have feelings too. A lot of us don't eat the actual plant. We eat the fruit that fell off the tree. We eat the nut that fell off the tree. We dug out the potato from the plant. We don't actually eat the plant itself. And a lot of the plants that we plant in the fall, when we have the change of the season, they die anyways. You see where I'm going here? And a lot of the plant life too is, you know, part of the garden of the goddess. It was given to us. But there's a huge movement, you guys, a huge, huge movement going on right now of breatharians. We got fruitarians. It's frequency. It's all about frequency. If you think you can live by just consuming the frequency of fruit, you know, it's all frequency. Your body soon takes on that frequency and is able to, we don't care what the doctors are saying. That's all the 3D stuff. You know, we're talking about higher vibration stuff. We're talking about magic, you guys. The magic of what it is you put in your mouth. And so, you know, becoming vegan was a long process for me. When I was still consuming, when I was still working the 9-to-5 job and consuming, you know, going out and eating steak and, you know, cheese and all that, I had the worst IBS. I mean, it was terrible. I mean, it was terrible. And I didn't realize, I wasn't taught that it was what I was eating. I just thought, oh, some people just get IBS. That's just how it is. No, that's not how it is. And so I soon realized, and then I started cutting that out. And then I started, when I was on my, you know, when I became a witch, all of us were eating meat. And I loved our coven because we're witches, so we're all supposed to live in harmony and you know, be happy and joyful and come together in harmony and love Gaia. No, that's not how it was. I'm sorry, guys, that's not how it was. I couldn't wait to get out of my coven because it was like going into church. It was like being in church. Nobody could get along. And a lot of it had to do with our lifestyle. Just because we were witches didn't mean that everything was going to go hunky-dory for us. It was when I really started embodying the goddess in me and really listening to her and her original teachings. The Druids, they didn't eat meat either. But me eating meat was a program that was given to us from the dark to keep us sick and to keep our vibration low and keep us dumb. And so when I left my coven and went solitary, I started experimenting more, and my heart started to open more. And then the first thing I learned about was how the cows were treated. You know, they were bred year after year, and as soon as their little baby calf was birthed, they would drag it away. I would kill somebody if I was pregnant for 9 months, and as soon as my baby was born, they dragged it away. And they, you know, to watch them cry, I thought it was the worst thing. And to breed them year after year after year, no choice. And so just because of the milk and the cheese and the ice cream, that was the first thing. That was the first thing I gave up. And then I gave up beef right after that. And then I gave up pork right after that. And then fish and chicken. I did fish and chicken for a while because it was this process. You know, I was helping my body to raise its vibration, raise its frequency to a more youthful me. Back when I was in my 40s, I mean, I had carried 15 more pounds than I am today, almost being 60. And so I wanted to change that. And so I changed my diet. And so today I am vegan. And it's because of my health. And it's because I worked through the heart so much and I raised my vibration so much. I couldn't stand the thought of supporting someone else's life being taken from them, supporting someone else's life, nothing but suffering and pain and sorrow. And so, you know, guys, if you're really serious about your aging process, get away from that old programming. Xenoestrogens, ladies, menopause, even women younger. You know, I had endometriosis. My youngest daughter has endometriosis. What a horrible disease. What a horrible, horrible disease. And it's because of the xenoestrogens in all the products that we use, all the foods that we eat, the air that we breathe, the clothes that we wear. The dark side has purposely put estrogen mimickers in everything to make us sick. And this is not a conspiracy, guys. This is fact. It's out there. The information is out there. And so I had to learn to take out these xenoestrogens. Xenoestrogens attack men too. Man boobs, ladies. Who likes man boobs, right? I mean, it's attacking the balance. It's making us go, oh, I don't know if I'm male or female. You know, it's all that craziness. And so I could do a whole video on xenoestrogens. So it's all about going to natural products, no preservatives, natural products that we use on our body, that we use to wash our clothes, that we wear, things that we eat. And so I've slowly taken all the xenoestrogens out. And one of the things that I take is DIM, Nature's Way DIM. This is probably the best DIM that you'll find on the market. And that helps you. And this doesn't give you the right to keep putting xenoestrogens back in your body. This helps you if you are actually working to keep the xenoestrogens out. So DIM, ladies, all ages, especially us in menopause, helps us with menopause. One of the things that I like to, because I was an esthetician and herbalist and all that stuff, one of the things I like to use on my hair is coconut oil. And so the coconut oil actually has the protein that matches closest to the protein in our hair. So coconut oil is good for our hair and good for our skin, good for your face. So coconut oil is one of the things that I use a lot. Another thing that I use, ladies, especially those of us who have the MTHFR gene mutation, where we cannot, 30% of the population has that, we cannot metabolize folate, and it causes a lot of issues with us, namely cancer. So if you are vegan, or if you're getting to be over 50, take this, guys. And you can also take the B12 complex, the spray, My Kind. I use the My Kind spray. Water is always important. What you drink is really important, guys. I love kombucha. And I make my own kombucha, you guys. I love to make it. It's, you know, I'm in conjuring. I'm doing my witchy thing. I'm conjuring. I'm working with black tea, green tea. I'm making something on, you know, in my scobies. I have a SCOBY hotel and I have all my crystals around them. I love my scobies. They are living bacteria, aren't they? And I love them. And I use my tuning forks on them, give them the 528 hertz love frequency, because I want to drink the higher frequency, the love frequency. So, and then of course I got my metal straw here because we don't want to contribute to plastic packaging, right? Mm. Mm. So it's just starting to learn, starting to look for things that are of high frequency, higher frequency, things, you know, movies that we watch. It's all about frequency, you guys. If you watch things that make you feel sad, or watch things that scare you, watch things that cause stress, cortisol, you guys, you are actually creating cortisol while you're doing this. So it's all about what you're taking in around you, and getting into nature, guys. Grounding is the number one way to help with your anti-aging. We wear tennis shoes all the time. We need to go barefoot more. We are insulated from Gaia. We used to walk barefoot. So she was giving us not just oxygen for our carbon dioxide, she was giving us the negative ions, and we were giving her the positive ions. So we were part of that symbiotic connection with Gaia. We don't have that anymore. When we sleep at night, we sleep in our houses with EMFs everywhere, you know, from our cell phones to our hopper wireless TVs and our wireless computers. One of the best things you can do is buy an earthing sheet. Watch the earthing documentary on YouTube. Very interesting. All about healing and rejuvenation. It's all about rejuvenation. It's about frequency, guys. It's all about frequency. Everything is about frequency. So I have an earthing sheet on my bed. I make like here. Okay, so I make, here's another one. I make organite. And I have one by my bed. I have it around the house. I have it by the computer. I have them outside. I have them to dispel chemtrails, because chemtrails are all full of that terrible, horrible metals and toxins that's very bad for our body. I have a friend who has Morgellons disease, where they could put a microscope and you can see the creepy crawly things in her skin from the chemtrails. Animals, like I said before, animals. I have horses, and if I didn't have the horses, I don't show. I was never interested in showing or competition. I was more interested in the heart of the horse. They're such magnificent beings that their heart energy surpasses ours. Their heart, what they do when you go to a equine therapy ranch, it is the high vibration of their heart that's changing your low vibration of your heart to match their high vibration. So that's why you feel so good when you're just standing next to a horse. You know, competition totally changes everything. It's all about me, 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 me. It's all ego. Competition is nothing but ego at the expense of the natural giving state of the horse. We exploit them. You know, our animals, you know, science is out there already about how animals help us to live longer. You know, and I said it before. What's up with Good Witch? She doesn't have any animals. She's got that big sprawling mansion, gray house. She has no animals. She doesn't even have a kitty. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. But I have 2 dogs. I have 2 horses. I always had animals. I would have a kitty, but I have the worst luck with kitties. I don't get it. There's a kitty that moved into my barn now. My husband's seen it twice. I have never seen it, but I feed it. But I would love to have a kitty, but I have the worst luck. I think I have a curse. I don't know. But animals, yes. And so anti-aging. So, but it is a state of mind. You know, society has us and always puts us in a state of doubt about who we are. We're so worried about being unnatural. You know, we have to look like everybody. We have to look like the Kim Kardashians, you know. It's about your inner glow. You know, it's about being happy with what the goddess gave you and finding your gifts and utilizing your gifts. I mean, it's about keeping that vibration. The number one thing is keeping your vibration high. You can tell someone that has a high vibration by how they if they have this natural youthful look to them, you know. Don't get me wrong, I have my hard days, you guys. I have days when I catch myself in the mirror and go, oh boy, time to go back to my heart work, you know, time to get back out to nature, time to get out and put my hands back on my horses, you know. And it's also about the company we keep. You know, if we have low vibe friends, like I said before, they're going to keep us low vibe. And when we're low vibe, our immune system lowers. You know, our self-worth lowers. Our outlook on ourself lowers. Everything lowers, and it causes that low vibration to age us. So it's all about finding ways to rise your vibration. Making potions raise your vibration. You know, it's about service to others also. When I worked for developmentally disabled, I worked for them. I loved it. They just lifted my spirits. They raised my vibration. So it was finding something that was in service to others. You know how, you know, if you give the bum on the street some money, it makes you feel better than it makes him feel, doesn't it? So that's all part of it too. It's finding some way of giving back. You know, service to others, some way of giving back, because you find out that every time you do that, it just, that DHEA is just flowing, and you're just feeling, you know, high on happiness and bliss. I just made a person feel happy. Oh my gosh. I mean, like going in the grocery store and helping the little lady pick something up off the top shelf. It just makes you feel happy. Looking for ways of helping people. Oh, I'll help you put that in your car if you need. Oh, go ahead of me. Go ahead of me in line. You know, simple little things like that. Looking for ways of being in service to others. And it's, you know, these are all the little magic things that we have the power to do. Magic can be so simple. Magic is frequency. Magic is vibration. And so when we do things like this, we're playing with high vibration magic. And when you do this and you're playing with high vibration magic, you're causing yourself to age gracefully. You're causing that aging process to slow down. I mean, I tell myself every day, I tell my body every day, okay, you guys, aging is a program. We can turn that around. We can rejuvenate. And so, you know, when I had my 60th birthday, I mean, who knows how much younger I'm going to look, because every day I talk about rejuvenation. I could use a little help with the eyes though. I mean, the eyes could use a little help. Working on that. But so really, It's a state of mind and it's a frequency, guys. And until you figure that out, you're going to age. Everything you do, everything you listen to, everything you ingest, everything you read, everything you watch, the vibration that is in your environment, the vibration of your heart, it all has to do with how you look on the outside. You can tell the people that are young and they look like they've been rode hard and put up wet, like some of the horses that come to me. They've had nothing but darkness around them. And so their avatar is showing that. And so, you know, you probably thought I was going to have some special magical potion, but I just gave you the magical potion to anti-aging. It's about getting out there, and it's about doing it, and it's about being responsible about how you what you put out to that EMF field. So that's all I got for you guys today. I probably bored the shit out of you. I don't know, but try putting some of these principles to use, and let me know. It's all about feeling how you feel. Are you in a state of bliss? Do you feel joyous? Do you feel happy? You know, when you put it out, you get it back. Always. That's a natural law. Natural law is what you put out is what you get back. All right, guys. We'll be talking to you soon. And if you like my content, please feel free to subscribe and hit the bell. And if you have any questions, feel free to answer, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. All right, guys, we'll be talking to you soon. And